my fly was open.
Oof.
Glad one didn't get in there. He'd be trapped in here with me. No bueno.
The time to be alive, working for the hive, spending my hours flying to flowers. I'm a pollen collector, searching for the nectar, turn into honey. The queen gives me money.
Scheme. Here's the lid. The house. You could probably come up to around here. Come up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. About right. So this is the screen. It's like a window screen. They can't go in, so it acts as a vent. This is the where I showed you the supers. This is the food container. You can see that there's bees in the top of it. So that's where we're going to be putting the food, is in this. And this is the box I added this year. It's for honey storage for winter. You got to look at the top of them and see. This is propolis wax that they use to try to seal up the hive and create things. So when I'm looking for any like mites or any bugs that would be on the back of them, because you don't want mites. Every hive they say has a little bit of mites. So we put that right there. Again, I always just kind of whip this around to counter them. You see how the ones here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do this, and they're going to go south. They're going to go, ooh, run away. So, they're working on kind of filling this out with honey and that, and I'll grab kind of slide them aside to make room.
Mm-hmm.
And they get stuck together, so it's sometimes it feels like they're stuck, you know, but it is. The bees are using that propolis wax to kind of seal up everything. So this is a frame. That's before they've started building on it. They haven't built nothing on it.
Gotcha.
I just pulled that out to give me a little bit more room.
It looks like some of the middle frames have been worked on a little bit.
Yeah, this one we'll pull out and show you right now. Now the queen can't come up into this box. So everything that's in here is not a queen. So I don't
Gotcha.
really have to worry about dropping the queen.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of bees.
So this they're filling with food for winter. And I see they've got some going. And then the next frame is the same thing.
Gotcha.
So the middle piece that I'm going to remove is right here, this dark color piece of wood.
Mm-hmm.
That's called a queen excluder.
Gotcha.
Keeps her ass in the bottom box. And then again, they've started drawing out the side of this frame, this new one, which is good. And really nothing on the back side here. So this is a lot of room for them to start filling up in spring. So, but there's not much food storage right now in this bottom top box. I'm gonna do that so it doesn't go out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, that's important. Be careful. Again, you could go from being okay to not the most popular guy pretty fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the queen excluder. And this is what I need to remove for the winter. Again, this will allow the colony to rise up, not leave the queen behind and starve her.
Mm-hmm.
Bee boxes are only good for X number of years, so it's helpful to want to learn to make new ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of bees.
That is a few bees.
They have almost all of the frames filled up all the way over to the side here,
Mm-hmm.
and all the way over to here, which is really good. Now I'm not going to look for a queen,
Okay.
just because I looked for her a month ago and I marked her with a marker,
Mm-hmm.
so I know she's in here. See?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this
The attack of the killer bees.
really, you just want to make sure that that's on there like that. And then my fly was open.
Oof.
Glad one didn't get in there. He'd be trapped in here with me. No bueno.
That clip is gonna get posted on the Discord before everything else.
Nice. So, when I come back in a couple of weeks, I'll take this out, and then I'll have to put newspaper down and put sugar there, and then put this box on.
Gotcha.
So, now we put that back up there,
Mm-hmm.
and then this, again, is 2-to-1 sugar water. It's thicker for winter, for a reason. Again, I just put like half in each and it almost fills it up.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing's kind of like the perfect size.
Yeah.
We go back like this. Then this one, just to keep anything from trying to move into here. Then this goes back on. animals that try to get in the wind.
And then after that, you do the exact same process on the other one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like last time I went through, I took the frames out of the bottom. I was looking for a queen. I had to get a queen cage. So you catch her in what's a clip? It's like a woman's barrette clip. And it has big enough space for normal bees to get out, but the queen's like 3 times bigger than everybody. So basically she gets trapped in the cage, and then you put her into this marking cage,
Mm-hmm.
and you push the thing up so her back is against this little, it looks like jail bars,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can actually take your paint marker and put a dot on her back. So that way when you're looking through the hive at a later date, you can look for that dot, and it makes finding her easier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she stands out a lot different than all the other bees. I mean, she's 3 times the size, and her abdomen is shaped a lot different. She doesn't have a barb on her stinger.
Mm-hmm.
She can sting unlimited times. So these little tiny bees that are flying around, it's a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
When they dislodge themselves, they rip their venom glands out of their abdomen, and that's fatal. And their stinger is barbed, so once it's in there, there's no way it's coming out and the bee is going to live going off. It's just, you know, that's how they live. They're that diehard.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when I opened this up, since I saw bees in the top, that's a good sign. It's a really good sign. If they were no bees up there,
Mm-hmm.
then I would think, like, why? I mean, don't they like their new addition?
If I come back there, do you think I can go and film?
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
You're here. It's just you don't want to stand
In the front of it, yeah.
See here, they didn't even drink all of the sugar water I gave them. They're doing it now, but it's like and they will do this from what I read. It's called rejecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wrong time of the year. So now I get to make these angry, but I'm going to walk away and do it.
Mm.
That really upset me. But I got to get that out of there because, you know, I don't want to feed them normal stuff. I want them to have the 2-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
And again, since there's bees up here, that's a good sign. Again, so I'm going to look on the bottom, and I'm looking for a little dot on the back of their head.
Mm.
That is where the mite lives. I don't see really anything on there. Just set that down. And then, you know, again, we don't have, this is a new box,
Mm-hmm.
so we don't have anything in these outer ones, only in the center, because I took the centers from down there and brought them up here. There's my little red hive tool.
Did you put it by the smoker? On the cinder block?
It's right there. It's in front of my eyeballs. So again, I'm going to split these right here, like that. There, move that over, and we can lift this up and out. There's really nothing on it. That's just how it comes.
Mm-hmm.
And again, their job is to seal this hive for winter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what one looks like that's called being filled out. That's all comb being built.
Gotcha.
I don't see any eggs in here, which means the queen didn't slip through and in. So again, this side is facing the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the other side.
Gotcha.
So you see a little bit of difference between those two. And again, when you put these in, you want to be careful that you don't really roll over bees. So the next one I'm going to show you has got honey in it.
Nice.
And this is what they're going to be eating as their winter progresses. That's honey. It's capped honey. All the liquid in there that you see, you flash your eyeballs in there,
Yeah, I see it.
is all honey being filled up. And then there's some on the same side. So that is awesome. And there's a bunch on this one too.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm not gonna go any further. I just wanted to kind of look around, make sure that everybody was good, and then get her sealed back up. So the next step after this is winterizing, which will come at the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'll, again, give them raw sugar, no water. It'll just be pure sugar. It'll be newspaper, and then just a layer of sugar. And then as they eat a hole in the newspaper, they can access that sugar as food. And that should help them, you know, have food throughout the winter that they didn't get in store. This. Just to help you, because it'll all up over you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we got to get this box off.
That's a spider.
And again, you want to wedge this in here and kind of wobble it up and down,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that seal is broken.
Should I stand back for this part?
Probably. And you can go right back there.
Oh. I don't know if there was poison ivy or anything I gotta worry about out here.
Alright, so this again, you can see, like over there when we're done, I'll show you how these are gapped and it's like jail bars.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she's just too big to fit through there. And again, we put the second box so they can start moving honey up there and leave the bottom box for her to lay eggs in.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, this won't go back in between these boxes. There'll be another box that goes on top of it, and it'll be in between that and the top two.
Mm-hmm.
So these first two boxes will be for her to lay her eggs in. So that'll keep, hopefully, her from swarming. And again, you can see them build up the propolis here, the wax. And it's, so here we have construction across the board, which is good. We have something on every frame.
Mm-hmm.
I put 2 blank ones in here to encourage the queen to fill it out. Queens, you know, in other bees, they're kind of picky from what I read and what everybody tells me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna set this over here, Master.
Okay.
When I go to shake it, then I'll have you move back.
Okay.
So again, you know, they have this really unique way of living and working and managing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Every bee that's in here right now will have winter genetics. And that's capable of living up to 5 months. Summer bees live like 53 days. line this up, give them a healthy dose to get down. And then we put this on, and this fits really tight on here. I made it.
Mm-hmm.
I made it to fit really tight on there just so it has this hole in it. And again, that's just so it goes right there.
And then you're gonna fill it up with the sugar.
Yep.
Double concentrate.
Yeah. All the sugar and twice the caffeine. So cool. So again, we're just gonna pour this in here. And it works much like a Jell-O mold or a cake mold.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hollow hole in the center and they come up through that. That hole is higher than the liquid you're putting in.
Uh-huh.
And then they can walk down over the rim and drink from it. Bees can't swim.
Gotcha.
So the water bowl over here has rocks in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the bees land on the rock and walk down to the water and drink. Now, the food I put in here is only good for like, their size, they should consume this in no more than 2 days.
What about that other screen on the other side? Did you forget to put that back on?
No.
Okay.
The other side is what I put over there is the queen excluder.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We're removing that again so they can come up here if they need to access food.
Okay.
If not, the queen will get left down there and no one will go down there to feed her and she'll starve.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, those plastic pieces in the shed I showed you are the honey supers. They're made like those frames
Uh-huh.
in these boxes. But you access them here. And they have those little tubes, and when you up here behind this door, you put your metal rods and you do this.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it makes the frame split like that, and honey runs down the center of that split into the bottom area, and then you can have a tube right there and it'll run out this way as long as the hive is kind of angled this way.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you know, it's all one piece after another.
And that's the strap to keep the animals out.
Yeah. Is it loose on that side or is it through the hook?
I can't.
That's loose. I got it. I mean, this is just something I put in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to hold the top on. Again, I figure if a bear wants it, he's going to destroy this whole area.
Yeah.
So it's just keeps the honest animals honest, or the weak ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps
Porcupines won't be getting your honey.
Correct. Skunks, like bees, they eat them. They come up in the middle of the night and they scratch on the hive and the bees come out. And bees can't see at night. They can only see during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So the skunk will knock them off the front board onto the ground and eat them.
Gotcha.
So he's actually tricking them. He's making noise on the side of the hive. They come out to see what's up, and that's when he jumps on them.
Mm-hmm.
Time to be alive, working for the hive, spending my hours flying to flowers. I'm a pollen collector, searching for the nectar, turning to honey. The queen gives me money. Gonna buy some chicken, the one that's finger licking. Oh, I'm a bumblebee. I'm a bumblebee who likes to eat KFC. Spare me the celery. I'm a bumblebee who likes to eat my KFC. My KFC.